U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. Today we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here between the Arizona Cardinals and the Minnesota Vikings. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. They start the drive with Cook. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. This defense for the Cards, they were very good last week in the win over New Orleans.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
A loss on that play, and now third down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from... They did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. Now Cousins. Open here, Adam Thielen. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. The Vikings at 2-4 here in the first half of the year. And they come in with fresh legs. They got the extra time off thanks to an early season open week.
And usually your hope is that your open week comes a little bit later in the year. But when you get a chance to get your fresh legs back, you have to take that time and run with it. And that's what they're trying to get done here.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. That's complete to Justin Jefferson.
I don't care who you put on him, he's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. So on 4th down, Ryan Wright on to punt for Minnesota. Greg Dortch back deep. This is taken at the 15, and he'll be out of bounds right around the 20. A 39-yard punt, a return of 5, and the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at the 20. They'll fake it to counter. Now Murray. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. He's got a man complete. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. It's so easy to focus on the speed and elusiveness of Kyler Murray, but as he shows right there, don't sleep on the arm strength. Murray now on 1st down. This will be caught once again by Brown. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Another 1st down as he went right back to the same well, this time for 17 yards.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago, followed it up with another nice one here, and before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
1st and goal from the 6. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And this belongs to the Vikings. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, not a game that you're going to go crazy about, but when you start at your own 2-yard line, any type of space is good for the offensive guys.
Yeah, you just can't go backwards from here. They did it. Now we'll see if they can keep it on schedule here on 2nd down. They'll find Thielen, work in the middle. So the completion good for 6 yards, and that's going to bring up 3rd and 2. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up 1st downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
They run again on 1st down. Cook. And the all-pro safety Buda Baker in on the tackle.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense, and guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature and make sure you don't get hurt.
We're looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted. Picked up by Josh Jackson, and they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown. So, Charles, our first points of the game provided defensively. What a play that was.
And I can only imagine that the folks at home watching are thinking to themselves, that's one of those plays where once the ball leaves the quarterback's hands, you just sort of go, uh-oh, and wait for the result. This time, the defense benefited.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they were winners the last time they took the field, which was 2 weeks ago. They had the open week last week, so this is a squad that should be really refreshed and ready to roll.
I would agree, because when you get that open week after a victory, it does wonders for everyone. Obviously, your body, you get a chance to heal up, but your mind as well. You feel good about winning, so now you can get away from it for a few days, put down the playbook, turn off the film. Just be you. Enjoy that time away, and then you come back ready to go.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. They go play action. Cousins rolling to his right. And he's got this to Jefferson. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A first down there on a pickup of 25. Here's Cousins. Flush to his right. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
When you're a capable runner, oftentimes your quarterback coach, your offensive coordinator, they love to see you break the pocket and go ahead and take off. I think he could have gotten vertical and picked up something there. Instead, he pushed it downfield, incomplete.
A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he's taken down at the 50 after a short gain of 2.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Cousins now from the 50. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 27-yard line. That third down conversion good for 23. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. To throw, Cousins. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. They'll run with Cook. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. Dalvin Cook with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Vikings are an extra point away from drawing level. Joseph connects on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Last time out, remember, they fumbled the football. That led to the touchdown. And, Charles, they were in the red zone, so that's a backbreaker. They got to try to pick up the pieces here on this drive.
Yeah, and I actually started to do the math here, so be patient with me. 12-point swing was the way I calculated, because not only did they drop the ball in the red zone, they watched the opponent score a touchdown right after that. So their goal, have a drive here and try and get some of those points back.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Throwing now is Murray. Goes right back to McBride. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there finding him in stride for really good yardage.
Throwing on 1st down is Murray. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another 1st down.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Here's Murray. Trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. Picked up by who else? The former Cardinal, Patrick Peterson. And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football.
Well, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Following the interception, Cousins. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That's tremendous field position that they were given following the turnover, but they've still got work to do to get the field goal range, and the coverage we're seeing isn't going to make it easy.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Throwing is Cousins. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
He's going to take another shot here. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. Joseph's got it, and they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
Ideally, quarterbacks, they tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first. Now a man in his second season in a Cardinal uniform. Here's James Conner. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Another first down there as this one goes for 25.
The incredible story of James Conner continued with one of its best chapters yet in 2021. Landing in Arizona, Conner was second in the NFL with 15 rushing touchdowns and made his second career Pro Bowl. The Cardinals gave him a new 3-year deal, ensuring that his story will continue into the future.
He finds Hopkins complete, and he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
Throwing again on second down. Murray, man open left side is Brown. Touchdown! Hollywood, Marquise Brown. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Cards are once again back in front. Extra point good by Prater. And the lead is now 14-10. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Last time I remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely. Touchdown, Vikings! T.J. Hawkinson, 46 yards, as his guys have now moved out in front. Joseph connects on the extra point, and it's now 17-14. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to seeing all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
Now, meanwhile, here's his second down throw. It's knocked away and incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football.
But a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half. We just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
On 1st and 10, Cousins. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
And he'll find Thielen on the right side. And he does not get to the 1st down marker as they stop him at the 19. 4th down, field goal try coming, so Cousins is off, and on comes Greg Joseph for Minnesota. It'll be from the right hash, and it'll be a 36-yarder. The kick by Joseph is good, and they stretch the lead to 6. It's 20-14 now. So the interception set him up a terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. To throw, it's Murray. He's going to look deep for more. And this one is incomplete.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Murray on the slant, DeAndre Hopkins. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 43. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. They spot it on the midfield stripe, so it is a 60-yard attempt here. Prater's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we've hit halftime, just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, and we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the 2nd quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now Murray off play action. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. It's caught inside the 25. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. But sometimes you just got to marvel at how these guys can throw the football. He gave that everything he had, and it was right on the money. And the tight end goes in motion left. On 1st and 10 is Connor. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this belongs to the Vikings. And just as they thought they might be able to take that across and get the lead, a big red zone turnover.
I know that I am defense-centric, and I want to give them a whole lot of credit, but I just can't believe after that drive, in that position, ball security paramount, they turn the ball over. Terrible.
And some room to work, and he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Vikings. This offense, they were dynamic in the first half. The halftime break, they didn't slow them down at all. Big strike here in the 3rd quarter.
It's almost as if they were saying, it's not just our skill in the first half that's getting this done, it's confidence as well. And confidence has taken over this game in a big way. How about these strikes that we're seeing?
Joseph connects on the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles, but they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units, and they kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
Another try after the first down sack. Murray. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
He certainly isn't looking at the scoreboard out there because, to me, all he's concerned about is analyzing the field and making most of the time left in this game. Deficit's still there, but he's starting to hit them with some big plays.
Oh, they've intercepted Murray for the 3rd time. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And the Vikings will have solid field position here as they take over at the 45-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They'll start following the interception in great field position at the 45. It's Zaven Collins who got in there to get the sack. But when you see a quarterback retreating away from the line of scrimmage toward the other goal line like that, usually doesn't end well.
You're exactly right about that. Normally, if they're moving from side to side, they've got a chance maybe to get back upfield. He was trying to shake defenders and extend the play. But
this is caught at the 20. And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he'll get this down only to the 18. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin.
And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And his guys now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. Joseph connects on the extra point, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
On play action, it's Murray. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That's a nice play there.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 12 more yards there and another first down. From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. Rondale Moore from 19 yards away. And the Cardinals get a bit closer. Prater for the extra point. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
They suspected that it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game, and while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
Working out of the gun, Cousins. And that is incomplete.
Oh, I thought he had that one, and that was nearly a big third down conversion to give this drive some life. Instead, they're on the spot and help separate the receiver from the ball.
On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. On the return, Dortch. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got to be pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. It's Cardinal football, but they trail here as we get set to bring you the fourth and final quarter. Murray a give. This is Connor. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. 43 yards rushing for him now. He's only carried the ball 4 times. Good push up front and that run in between the tackles.
Let's play the leverage game here. Offensive line just got lower than the defensive front, and they were able to get their pads on them and move them backwards and create.
And he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals. James Conner taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Cardinals have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point good by Prater. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. This game is really flipped on its head. 2 unanswered touchdowns by the other side, and now they take over here with just a very slim one-score lead.
And we've seen this how many times now? Teams get a big lead, they go into coast mode, and all of a sudden they're scrambling and battling for a win down the stretch. They've got to put something together right here, otherwise they're in danger of doing the old snatching defeat from the jaws of victory.
Taken down at the 42. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this 4th quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the 4th quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd-and-1 situation. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence and playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Now Cousins on 4th down. He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson. And he is going to pick up the Vikings' first down as the defense nowhere to be found there. A gain of 20 on 4th down.
This game has been a lesson, a clinic in how to throw the football. I mean, even with a big lead, they're not turning off the engine. They're not getting off the gas at all. They plan to keep going at them, and it's working for them.
Cousins going to bat it forward here on the jet sweep to the 27-yard line. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. Cousins gives way to Cook. And they're knocking on the door now. There's a good run there. Going to take this to about the 10-yard line. 83 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They run the counter with Cook. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now. Able to stay in bounds, and the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, break it the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over. Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. Now Cousins. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a 4th down. And this defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. Joseph's got it. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Murray, that one into the hands of Hopkins downfield. Touchdown, Cardinals. DeAndre Hopkins, 70 yards. And the Cardinals strike quickly here to tie up the ball game. Very important extra point there, up and good, and they have taken the lead here in this 4th quarter. And after the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Able to find Thielen. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. An incompletion, now a short pickup. That's not going to do it.
Yeah, you've got to get to the line of scrimmage quickly, get set up, and aim downfield.
Cousins. That's going to be caught along the sideline, and what a job of keeping his feet in bounds. They say that's a catch. That 3rd down conversion good for 23.
Well, they got the yardage they needed there, picked up the 1st down, got out of bounds. How about the urgency that they have, as well as they understand where they are in the field.
Cousins to throw. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion. So I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a nonstop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
Cousins in step with Jefferson that time. 1st down Vikings. They'll look to throw. throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
That's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in a hurry, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Now Cousins. On a bad time late for a poor throw. It's intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And the Cardinals have just about sewn up this football game. Well, you knew you had to take some chances here with the clock winding down, needing a touchdown to win it. And that one might have just sealed their fate.
Yeah, and that's the nature of the 2-minute drill. The offense trying to go downfield and make their plays. But defenses, they're sitting back watching everything that they do, but not too far back. They want to be in position to make a play on the ball, and that they did.
Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with 1:07 remaining. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. To throw is Murray. The hook up on the right side to Hopkins. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down.
These guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the fourth quarter.
Victory all but assured now as they take a knee here, and they're going to escape with a 1-point victory. That was an excellent come-from-behind victory, Charles, especially there in the fourth quarter. Both offense and defense were clicking. They're going to feel good about this one.
Boy, are they ever, because the deficit they faced certainly wasn't small. They obviously did not give up on that one, and in the end, how about that come-from-behind victory?
Yeah. Sound like some superheroes. Black superheroes. Oh yeah. Every block, every hood, every city, every ghetto. Need a black superhero. Every block, every hood, every city, every ghetto. Need a black superhero.
Need a pro like me. Military mind stated, and I keep a in a degree. You can label me a Huey P. Made a martyr out of Martin, out of Malcolm, out of...
If God for me, who could be against me? I guess all of that's against me. They the ones stirring up the conflict. They try to make it out like I'm conflicted. East Coast, the 6'4's hitting switch. It's not a conflict of interest.
Cut it with the business. West Coast rocking them Timberlands, deep up in them trenches. It's no diff.